Hi beauties, welcome back. Okay, so today is hair wash day. We are going to wash your hair. I know it looks a little dry, but we're going to take care of that. So I had my hair straightened for about a month, and then after that I had it braided and had it under a wig for about 2 weeks. Okay, so today we are going to be putting our hair into 4 sections, and we're going to be using the Mia L Rosemary collection. All right, and once we wash our hair with shampoo, we're gonna make sure we wash it thoroughly. We're gonna make sure that the hair is very clean. So next we're going to add the hair mask. Okay, make sure when you add the hair mask, you add it generously. You take your time, you make sure it's applied throughout the hair. Okay, and then once you finish adding the hair mask, make sure it's saturated completely. Make sure that your hair is saturated completely with the hair mask. We are going to take a shower cap. Okay, we're going to let the shower cap sit on our head for about 20 minutes. Sometimes I let it stay for about 30-40, but because I'm so exhausted today, I decided to just let it sit for 20 minutes. But you should at least let it sit under the shower cap. Stay under the shower cap for about 15 to 20 minutes at least. Okay, next we are going to make sure that once we let it sit, we let it saturate for 20 minutes. We're going to rinse it out, use the strengthening conditioner, not the leave-in, but the strengthening conditioner, and then we're going to rinse it out, and then we're going to apply the leave-in conditioner while our hair is still wet. Okay, mind you, the hair is still in 4 section. I like to use the pomade and the oil, and I like to mix the two. Okay, and now we are going to apply I know I'm like struggling because I thought it was finished, y'all. I was like, oh my gosh, no. But we are going to actually apply the leave-in conditioner on the hair. Okay, we want to make sure that we get every inch, every part of that section, and then we are going to make sure that we detangle. You could detangle with a comb, or you could detangle with a brush. It's up to you. Sometimes I use the comb, sometimes I use the brush, the unbrushed though. And after that, I take my pomade and then I apply it to my scalp. I do not add the pomade and the oil to the hair. I add it to the scalp. Okay, and I make sure I scrub it in the scalp. And once I add it in the scalp, I make sure it's rubbed in, it's really good. I go through my hair again, make sure that's detangled. Once I make sure that's finished detangled, everything is okay, then I go ahead and I braid it perfectly. Once I make sure, it doesn't have to be a perfect braid, it doesn't have to be like an excellent braid. You just got to make sure it's braided because you want the moisture to lock in. Okay, all right, now we are going to repeat the same process with the leave-in conditioner and the pomade oil with all the section. We're going to make sure it's detangled. We're going to apply the leave-in conditioner on the hair, not the scalp, and then we are going to make sure that we put in the pomade and the oil, rub it in our scalp. Okay, and then remember, the braid don't have to be perfect. You just got to braid the hair so to make sure that the moisture is locked in. It's just with my hair, it gets very dry super quickly, so I like to make sure I use as much product as I can to make sure that just to make sure that my hair stay moisturized. Once I finish braiding my hair, I am going to take some pomade and add it to any scalp that is visible, okay? I'm going to add it towards the middle, like right down the middle. I'm going to add it on the side. I'm going to apply generously when it comes to the pomade and the oil. And also I'm going to add it to my edges as well. Just rub it in my edges, okay? And then once I'm done with that, I am actually going to take a wig cap and I am going to put my hair in the wig cap to lock the moisture in completely. Once I'm done with the wig cap, I will be using my bonnet over the wig cap, and then that's it. And then we are off to bed, okay? So I'm going to leave my hair like that for the whole day, well, for the whole night until tomorrow morning when I'm ready to do my hair, so that way my hair is prepped and ready to go. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, follow, and subscribe. See you next time.